so. Cause when it's your time, the riches won't go up. What is unseen, it should not be told. Not everything that glitter is gold. Nothing that come easy, so me still I try the rocky road. Once I got life to live and air to breathe, I got everything I need. With everything in me, long as there's love to give and someone to receive, I got everything I need. Everything I need. Got to step away and free yourself. In times of need, I will be your help. Worshipping material that now go lost. When you get tired, I hit to place it on your shelf. Your health should be your wealth. Look in the mirror, how you see yourself. With all the money in the world right now, can't bring me happiness. Once I got life to live and air to breathe, I got everything I need. With everything in me, long as there's love to give and someone to receive.
I got everything I need. Heights of greatness. That's Pressure Bus a Pipe. My guest today is a singer, songwriter, producer, musician who is dedicated to constantly delivering conscious messages to teach and unite the masses through his musical talents. He has performed with Butcher Banton, Capleton, Bunny Wailer, Ziggy Marley, Junior Reid, to name a few. He has collaborated with Damian Marley, Taurus Riley, and Chronix, with a catalog of amazing work at the core of his musical foundation. His highly anticipated album, which dropped last week, debuted at #1 on the iTunes reggae charts. Heights of Greatness is now out. He is U.S. Virgin Islands cultural ambassador. Welcome to the Tanya Mullings Show here on G98.7, Mr. Love and Affection, Pressure Bus Pipe. Hello?
Hello?
Are you on the line, Pressure? You're hearing me?
I'm on the line. Yes, man.
Yes. Did you hear your intro?
Yes, man. Of course. I heard that lovely intro.
You heard the intro.
Big up.
That's all you, Pressure. Let me tell you, I'm not just a friend of yours. I am a fan of your music.
Big respect, Tanya. Love. I just know, huh?
Yes.
More life, and from long time to so give thanks.
Yes, I mean, this album, I sat down and I listened to it, and once I get past 7 tracks that I like, it sell off. Yes, I got the other one. You see it sell off. It just went high on me a little while ago. We got African Love in the background playing for you right now. I'm telling you, amazing work on this album.
Thank you so much. This album is for the people, and I mean, this album is definitely for the reggae lovers who've been testing and really looking forward for great quality music again in the industry. So it's a great pleasure to even be able to bring forward it, in a different fashion. Many moods of pressure on the album. We have lovers rock music, we have culture music. So, you get a different feel of the versatility of Pressure Bus Pipe as well, you know what I mean?
Yes, I mean, you've been doing your thing for a long time. This album is a 15-track album that is released on your label, Bus Pipe Records.
Definitely.
Yes, and I wanted to ask you, how many albums do you have? Because I know you got a lot out there. Do you even remember how much you've done?
This is actually my 8th album. I have a lot of singles out there that you may not find on any of the albums, but this is actually my 8th album to date,
Yes, and we all know your big tune, Love and Affection. That tune now left you.
No time.
Yes, and I wanted to say I actually met you.
Time.
I actually met you through Dean Pond. And he was the one that introduced me. Yes, he introduced me to your album, Coming Back for You. That album is crazy.
Yes.
I had to mention that album because that's an amazing. I'm just saying it out there. I know you got 8 albums, but I had to put that one out there too because those of you who don't know that album, go get that album.
Introduction to us. Yeah, big up, yeah, man, for real. Big up to Dean Pan, you know what I mean? That was a real powerful album.
Yes, bad producer. But this is the album now, Heights of Greatness, 15 tracks. Did he do any work on this album as well? Because you guys work good together.
Yes, Dean actually produced Compatible.
Yes, that one's coming up next. I slid that one in. You know me love the Lovers tune them.
So you picked out the right one. You picked out the one that Dean produced, so which is good.
Yeah, you see that? You know, you just know his sound. Eh? He's got that sound. Rim shot.
Yes, definitely.
So what's your plan? Yeah, man. What's your plans for the album? I know with COVID, we're slowly opening up, but what's your plans for the album? It's already #1 on iTunes. Like, wow, you know, just up there.
Yeah, well, we're being optimistic about things, you know what I mean? We have a big plan for touring the album, UK, United States, Canada for the 2022, also Africa, you know what I mean? So we're just playing it by ear, also making plans to actually manifest it, you know, but as you know, my last album, Rebel with a Cause, that did very well as well. I wasn't able to tour the album because it was at the height of the COVID, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, right, we had to cancel the tours and all that stuff, so I'm really looking forward for a different outcome with this album for the 2022 season, you know what I mean? But as far as I can see, it's going to be big. It's a lot involved. So, you know, I'm looking forward for everything that exists within that, you know?
Yeah, well, like I said, you just put it out there. It went #1 on iTunes reggae charts. They know what they're talking about. Good reggae music. As I say on my show on an internet station, bringing you the artists that need to be heard and should get the respect they deserve. Nothing but the wickedest vocalists out there. And you definitely are one of those, Pressure. And we know a long time you've been doing your thing.
Much love.
Yeah, we know a long time you've been doing your thing.
Not change.
No.
Not change. Not strange. You know what I mean?
Yes. You know, you hear this song in the back. We were just talking about it, guys. Compatible. Heights of Greatness is from the album. Big tune right here. I'm just going to let them hear a little piece.
And nobody else, baby. Cause I just can't afford to be lonely. That is living, yeah. Everything you like are things I like. That's how we jail, yeah. You're the perfect sign for a perfect wife. That's right, we're compatible.
Yes. Heights of Greatness, people. Make me tell you, go get this album. I can't say enough. Listen, it's on repeat in my car. Trust me on that. I just say that because I know you. It bad. And I was...
The love is real.
Yeah, no, man. You have it. And then I was looking at your story, and everybody has a different song that they like. Everybody's choosing different songs. That's the power of this album.
And that was the motive because... Yeah, that was the motive because, you know, I have a lot of culture music. My main fan base started out from Love and Affection. That's where I got international recognition, you know what I mean? But before that, there was a lot of culture music. So me singing a lot of culture music, I have a lot of people that love that side of Pressure and a lot of people that love the Lovers Rock side of Pressure, you know? So I've been always in between a rock and a hard place when it comes to that. So I decided that this album I'm going to share with everybody, give everybody something that they could enjoy. You know what I mean? So I've been seeing that exact thing. I've been seeing people picking their own songs, their own set of songs. Like nobody has the same set of songs that they, you know? So it's great. It's a good thing.
Yeah, and we all know your style and everything, but you're showing people the versatility of you as the artist on one album. You're not just in a little box, you know what I mean? We don't like to be put in a box, right?
We can't box you up.
Yeah, we can't box me up. And I have to make a mention, Virgin Islands Nice. We all know that track too. It's not on this album, but it was a massive global scale marketing campaign around that song for the Virgin Islands, for your song. That song was really big for you.
Yes, man, it really did. You know what I mean? Big respect to the tourist board who saw the vision, you know, and been on board ever since, you know. Pressure Bus Fight, it was a great move, singing the song to really restore the pride of the people. I never did the song to have it represent the country in any way. I just kind of wanted to restore the pride, because in everywhere you go in the world, there's a great things happening and then there's bad things happening, And I think in that moment we were given a lot of bad publicity because what was happening internally in the place. So a lot of the real natives and things were leaving the island, and on Facebook and Instagram, people were talking about they're not going back home. They can't take that kind of stuff. And it was like, wait, hold up. It's our place, listen. Like, we can't let our place with us mash up. You know what I mean? So it was a song to really restore the people's pride in that time, and it really did way more than my imagination,
Yes, and also I can't leave out your father. Your father and yourself were honored by the island. Let the people know about that.
Yes. Well, my father is a legend in the island. My father was born in 1935. He passed in 2019, and he been around playing music forever. He taught a lot of people to play the drums, and he was he's on the radio for 40 years, 50 years on the radio. He emceed all shows for Carnival. He was the number one MC for Carnival every year. For every event, he was the one. He would play Santa Claus every Carnival, for every Christmas event. He was a taxi driver. My dad was a limo driver. He was everything in the community. He would always let people to know that he never finished high school. He dropped out of high school. He dropped out of school in 7th grade. Due to his father passing away and coming from a poor community, he had to start working. He was the only boy, and so he grew up being a servant to the community. Like helping everyone around, and he just became such a legend in the community that me growing up, it was always that's Brownie's son, that's Brownie's son. Until my dad lived to see like people start telling him, that's Pressure father. That's Pressure Bus Fight father.
Yeah.
So he would laugh about that.
He's like, I come long time, man. What do you mean?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like, it switched from that Brownie's son to that Pressure Bus Fight father.
Yes. Oh, too funny. But right now, your father has done a lot in the industry, but I'm sure he is extremely proud of you, Pressure.
No, man.
Man.
He's proud. He left smiling,
Yes.
That's one thing I could say. Like, he left a very proud father.
God rest his soul. Also, I can't... I'm playing right now Seasons in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. That's another track on the album. I'm telling you.
One of my favorites.
Yes, I was just going to ask you, you say one. It's probably hard to pick one of your favorites, eh? Seasons.
Yeah, it's hard, but this is one of them, definitely.
Beautiful song. I mean, we are definitely going to get these all on rotation here. Them stuck on the Tanya Mullings show. They ain't going nowhere. If I had if I could, I'd pull all of these up. But say we'd up on a time thing. So I can't do what what I mean. Pull up on all these things.
I appreciate anytime, every time.
Yes, and. If you're in Toronto, you have to pass by and be in-house in the studios because you've done so much, and a lot of people don't realize how much you've done, Pressure, really. And I'm honored that you're my friend, and I'm honored that you're on the show, and I'm glad everybody who may not have known learned something more about you as the artist because you definitely have put in the work. Definitely have put in the work.
Much love for that.
So,
I'm still putting in the work.
Oh, yes.
The work don't stop.
Oh, it doesn't stop. 8 albums, guys. You hear that? 8 albums, Pressure Bus Pipe. If you don't have them, go get them all. Every one of them is fire. Let me tell you something. And my song, I have my favorite. I told you I have more than probably 6, 7, 8 on there. I love the whole album. I'm not lying. I'm going to say I love the whole album, but I have my favorites. And my favorite's coming up, and I want you to introduce it. Coming up next, before you get out of here, follow your heart. Do the introduction for me.
Okay. Yo, in come the thing called Follow Your Heart. It's Pressure Bus Fight. You're in tune to Tanya Mullings right now. Squeeze!
Yes. Big up yourself. I don't know what happened there. Pressure.
Blessing.
Thank you so much for being on the show. God bless your heart. Enough respect and love every time. People,
Love,
this is
love
my
every time,
tune.
man.
Take care. Big up yourself, Pressure, every time. Enough love.
Thank you. Much love. Yeah.
He's driving you insane. You're tied up in his games, and I just wanna save you. Girl, he's the one to blame, and I can feel your pain time and time again.